Drills one. Deep to left field. Forget about it. 3-run bomb by Alex Bregman. Astros now in front 4-0. Breggy hits his 17th of the year.
Breggy bringing the heat to Fenway. Adding to that OPS number we just showed you. Breggy bomb.
That's another sweep. That is another sweep. And your Houston Astros are, again, a season high, 7 games over 500 after a Boston massacre, kid. They had 39 hits. 9 of them were homers. 23 runs scored to break out of a funk where they had only been averaging 3.4 runs a game since the All-Star break. I don't know if this is just a symptom of the Astros taking advantage of some mid-pitching from Boston Joe, but a very welcome sight to see all of the Astros bats hitting, specifically the big ones. Yordan Alvarez, Alex Bregman, Jose Altuve kicked some ass over the weekend, and you got yourself a sweep.
I mean, look, and as the Twitch is pointing out here, intelligently for once, Paul Gallant, baseball savant. Paul Gallant called for a sweep, and the Astros delivered this weekend.
I didn't demand one. I called for one, and they gave me what I wanted. And I believe this is what the kids call immaculate vibes this moment in time right now, 12:04 on Monday, August 12th, 2024.
Yordan Alvarez and Alex Bregman. Oh, my. What a weekend for those two guys. Just hitting bombs left and right. DeZenzo crushed his first Major League home run over the monster. That was a fun weekend. Like, it was a lot of good baseball, a lot of good pitching for the Astros. I'm glad they didn't put us in a rain delay on Friday night. I thought we were going to be watching that game for the next 3 hours as it's pouring down, raining on Ryan Presley. And I'm not sure why he's in the game, but he's in the game. But hey, it doesn't matter. You got the sweep this weekend, and your offense came alive in the biggest way. I mean, Yordan Alvarez, he went over 30 days without hitting a home run, and he's hit like 5 or 6 since he broke that streak. He's on fire right now.
Yeah, Yordan is hitting him. Breggy has been really good of late. You finally got an Altuve home run. I guess it had been a month since he'd hit a home run, or just about. I think the last one that he had before that very clutch homer that he had down 3-1 on Friday, I think it was like July 12th or something like that, and he'd had 3 extra base hits. Really goes to show you that we have concerns about the Astros lineup. Without Kyle Tucker, there are some real issues to the point where, I mean, you're playing Zach DeCenzo at first base and Yordan Alvarez in left field because you need to get as many good bats out there, even if your defense is suspect. And we all know Yordan in left field, always a bit of an adventure, not the best one out there. But when the best bats for this team hit, they are terrifying. Terrifying. So it was really nice to see all of them doing it over the course of a weekend. And let's see how long all 3 of these guys can remain hot. But it's about time that we see all 3 of the Astros' best bats, at least without Kyle Tucker, hitting at the same time.
Well, and that's why I think, look, we talk about how we're a roller coaster on this show, a little bit of emotions with the Houston Astros.
Very bipolar show.
But this is why. This weekend is why there's a reason to be bipolar at times with the Houston Astros, because we know what they can be. We know how good the offense can be even without Kyle Tucker. So when they're objectively terrible for 2 weeks, it's frustrating. When you're losing series to the Pirates, like it's frustrating because we all know, the players know it, the fans know it, we know it, that this lineup, that if you can get one guy going, the ball just starts to roll downhill and everything starts to go in a much better direction. And that's what we saw this weekend. And that's why it can be frustrating.
Yeah, go back to last week. Go back to last Monday. I mean, that was an all-time bad loss against the Rangers. That was an all-timer. I mean, it's not just that you had the lead, but you blew it like that against the Rangers. And in a moment where you're looking at the Rangers as a team that at that moment in time was close enough to you to be aware of them. Now they've fallen off, and right now it's between you and the Mariners, who, by the way, have won 4 in a row. So good thing that you got this sweep over the weekend. They'd be in first place if you weren't able to pull it off. So now we see if this is able to continue. The next 2 series, you got the Rays, you got the White Sox. I think it's Boston again, and then things get really difficult for them. But You feel pretty good about that. And, we talk about all the bats. The Astros had 41 strikeouts over the weekend.
Again.
Yeah.
Again.
I mean, that was really impressive. Hunter Brown, ho-hum, 9 strikeouts. Astros pitching on Friday, they get enough. And Spencer Arrighetti, I don't know where the hell this came from. Truly. I mean, I was just hoping to get 5 to 6 innings from him, and you hope you allow 4 earned runs or less all season long. The last 2 starts, he has 25 strikeouts. And I believe this is the first time since 1971 where an Astros pitcher had 13 strikeouts or more. The last one, 1971, J.R. Richard, or Richard. I always F that up. Sorry, I wasn't alive for him. I'm allowed some slack there. Where the hell did this come from? It only took him 92 pitches, and Boston's offense, even if it was missing that one guy who, O'Neill, who's good, I mean, it's still a good lineup. They are, from what I understand, really good against right-handed pitchers, and, I mean, he struck out the side in his last inning. He probably could have stayed out there a little bit longer. He was feeling himself. Honestly, I was thinking to myself, you know what? Give him the 8th. Screw it. Why not?
I mean, Spencer Arrighetti, like
especially because Josh Hader made it a little bit nerve-wracking with that double that he allowed.
That's a typical performance from Josh Hader. Make it a little stressful. Can't have everything be too easy for the Houston Astros. I don't understand. I'm now waiting for Brian McTaggart or the radio guys or Chandler or someone to tell us what Alex Bregman and Justin Verlander told Spencer Arrighetti to fix him, like they fixed Hunter Brown. Because 25 strikeouts in 2 starts like this, we all know we're not going to have the ace conversation thing we had with Hunter Brown, but to have 25 strikeouts in 2 starts is incredible. And it just shows that he has some juice to him. I can't believe he did it again. Really, the 12 strikeout game felt like that was going to be his best performance of maybe his career. And then to top it the following week, not even to hit 100 pitches, was absolutely incredible. And Hunter Brown follows it up with another great performance. And what's different about this Arrighetti performance versus Tampa, is that, yes, while you struck out 41 guys this weekend, the Red Sox statistically are a very good hitting team.
The Rays suck, the Red Sox don't.
Exactly. It feels different. The vibes are different.
There's on the road too.
Yes. I mean,
you got fans at Fenway Park that are making their own players drop hard F-bombs. F-bomb number 2.
Yes, they are.
They got fans that'll get after you. It's interesting that guy was doing that to his own fans.
Sometimes
Jaren Duran, is that his name?
No, was it him?
Yeah, I think it was Duran. Yeah,
it was not a good look.
I mean, there's a front page story on ESPN about that. Look, I'll say this. I mean, we've all had inner thoughts like that before. No one's going to be able to convince me that you're on your moral high horse and you've never said that word inwardly. You say that outwardly, though. That's where the problem happens. I don't think that he's trying to be derogatory towards the gay community. But, of course, these days, if you step on that community's toes more than any other toe, you're going to have people coming after you, whatever the case.
Yeah, he's going to want that one back. He's going to want that moment back.
Yeah, he's going to want it back. I don't – I'll just say that person was probably being an a-hole. I don't know what he was saying, but don't do that, dude.
Yeah, that was
you know what's going to happen in 2024 if you do it. Keep it inside. Goose Fraba.
Yeah, hopefully, hit some home runs and everyone will forget. ESPN.com probably will not, but, most people will forget. But, yeah, besides the Mariners, keeping pace through this weekend, you really couldn't ask for much more from your team this weekend. I mean, I know we'll get into it here in a little bit, but you got positive news from the health front. The bats were absolutely incredible. The pitching was excellent. This was a great weekend when you have real questions going into it about Spencer Arrighetti, and he doubles down on his last start, and now it's just, I can't wait to see him pitch again. What's next for Spencer Arrighetti? How good does it look again?
Yeah.
I'm not going to ask for 10 strikeouts plus the next time he pitches, but can he get 7, 8 strikeouts in his next performance and, get into the 7th inning? Because that was huge too for him to have that length where you didn't get a ton of length on Friday or Sunday from your starters. So being able to provide that was another massive thing that he gave the Astros this weekend.
They're all getting to a point where they've pitched more than they've ever pitched before. Blanco already passed it on Friday. He is at 128. Never had more than 125 and 2/3. And, I mean, Arrighetti, obviously. I mean, this is his first year. And it's going to help whenever Justin Verlander gets back.